You're listening to the Intern Show on 92.5 The Bear, the Valley's new rock. And I'm Evan.
And I'm Jihad.
And right now we're going to be talking about our random top 5. Every week we pick a random top 5. I pick it from a website. It generates a topic, and we pick our top 5. So this week we got top 5 cartoon shows of all time.
All right.
These are our personal preferences. We were 90s kids, so a lot of these are probably 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't watch cartoons. I haven't watched cartoons since SpongeBob, which was back in 04. I know they still make new ones, but that's the last time I watched cartoons.
The new ones are not.
So
they're funny, but they're not.
They're not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Not the same quality.
My number 5 has to be. Please, people, teenagers, if you're listening to this on 92.5, you probably know this. Rocket Power. Okay.
Oh yeah, Rocket
Everybody
Power.
knows. Everybody, if you're a 90s kid, you definitely knew what Rocket Power was. You know, I think it was
Power.
4 kids or 5
Yeah, 4 kids.
skateboarders.
Reggie, Otto.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the other.
forgot their
Sam,
names.
I think was the.
But the
kid's name.
signature stuff that they would do would be like wiggly wiggly.
Yeah, it was mostly like
Yeah.
It was an outdoor sports. Like they always did skateboarding and stuff. And I
Yeah.
remember their dad owned like a snack shop with,
Yep.
and this
That's what I
Hawaiian guy
remember.
Tito would always give these deep advice.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a great show. I watched probably every episode when I was little.
Yeah.
No list on my top 5 have I not seen every episode prior to 2004. These are my. I used to love cartoons. I used to watch the old ones too, like from the 70s on Boomerang, all that stuff. But go ahead. What? My number 5.
Yeah, your number.
My number 5 is Hey Arnold, the football-shaped kid's head. That show was great. Gerald, his friend with
the black kid.
skyrocket. Yeah,
That dude had a freak. Well, high. He had a.
he had like Marge's high top.
Yeah, he had the high top.
And I remember
House
his
party.
grandpa had like the weirdest
Adam's
Adam's
apple.
Yeah, he had a huge Adam's apple. That show was great.
Hey Arnold, move it, football head, and that girl was in love with him. Come on, she was.
Stoop kid never leaves the stoop. Remember that episode? Man, Hey Arnold was the best. They even made a Hey Arnold movie.
Yeah.
The only part about that show I didn't like was that girl Olga would always like be trying to mac on Hey Arnold, and it would just get
The ugly
annoying.
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unibrow. She was
Ugh.
always mean to Arnold, but she liked him. Man, anyways, my number 5's Hey Arnold. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Pokemon. Evan considers this an anime.
I do not. Pokemon's an anime.
It was a cartoon. Okay.
It's an anime.
Pokemon was probably one of the greatest
I would put Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon on my list, but they're animes.
of all time.
Not cartoon.
Okay, it's a cartoon.
No.
Okay,
Anime.
Pikachu was a cartoon character. Okay?
How about you guys go to our YouTube at 925 The Bear KVRE and post whether you think Pokemon is a cartoon or an anime.
It is a cartoon, but Ash, Misty, and Rock. Okay.
Brock.
Brock or Rock?
Brock.
It was Brock. It's
Yeah.
Missy, right, or Misty?
Misty.
Misty. But that was the 3 best people ever. And they added more people to it later.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Pokemon was my favorite anime because I can still sing the theme song by heart, and I haven't watched that show in 10 years, and I still know it.
It's not anime.
It's an anime, dude. All
Okay.
right.
Whatever.
Someone has to decide this for us.
All right.
Maybe we'll have to Google it later.
Okay, you're number 4 though, because
Okay,
still a
yeah,
cartoon.
we'll move past this argument on
Okay.
Pokemon.
All right.
Pokemon was great, but it was an anime. All right, number 4. I had to have the last word. Number 4, I actually have Johnny Bravo, another sky top
gosh.
haircut. Man, that guy was just trying to get himself a date on every episode.
I think he didn't. He's
He
so
always-
clumsy, you know.
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's
He
smooth,
wasn't-
but he's clumsy.
Yeah, man, he had the slick back hair. Hey, mama, and like
Hey,
I
Mom, he
don't-
talked like Elvis, basically.
Yeah,
he had the swag and the confidence like Elvis, but he was clumsy,
and he'd always say the wrong thing.
Yeah, he always says his dumbest stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that show's so memorable to me. It's probably just because he had such weird looks and he talked different. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that show a little bit. It's my number
Yeah.
4.
Oh, my number 3 would have to be Rugrats. Come on, man. It's Rugrats.
Man, Tommy and Chucky.
Tommy, Chucky. Yeah. I
The
forgot.
twins, Jillian.
Jill and
I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot their name. But Dill didn't come in until after.
Who was Angelica too?
Angelica. the meanest cousin ever. Okay, always worried about her little doll all the time, and her black friend. What was her name?
I don't know.
Oh god! But I love that show. It was really good when I was a kid, and I love the theme song. You know, do 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 do.
Yeah.
You know, it's a cute little thing. You know, I was little, so it was good. But
Yeah.
they made a movie off of it. It was great.
Reptar, man, you gotta remember.
Reptar, here be war. See, man, it's classic.
Yeah, Rugrats does bring back more memories than I thought. My number 3, Pinky and the Brain.
Never heard. I heard of it. I think I heard of it.
They're like little mice. One of them's really smart, and the other one's really stupid. And they would, always try to escape. They were like in a lab or something. I think it was part of Acme or like it wasn't Looney Tunes, but it was. I think it was the Acme show. I don't know, the one where the boxes would fall on them. Acmeations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It used to come on the Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah.
They that used to fall on that little coyote.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the Roadrunner and Coyote. That's a good one too. But
yeah.
No, I'm talking about Pinky and the Brain. Some of you guys might know about it. It's kind of underground cartoon, not mainstream cartoon.
I can't remember it. So.
Yeah, kind of confusing.
My number 2, man. You gotta be black for this, unless you know about it. Proud Family, okay? You ever heard of it? You heard of it, right?
Yeah, I know what the
Sugar. You had Sugar Mama. You had the grandma was named Sugar Mama, I think. That was her name.
Yeah.
And they had.
That show was so.
It was so funny because the dad's brother, which was her uncle, he was like a preacher, but he would be like, he had that You know how movies make fun of preachers' voices, like, oh yeah, like that. His voice was like that, it was classic, And then you had DJ Day always try to get up on that black guy, always like trying to kiss on him, and he'd be like, "Get off of me, DJ Day!" Like she all up on him.
I don't know, dude. That show.
And then he had a white friend,
sucked.
and then he had the gangsters. They were blue though. The 3 sisters.
I don't even know.
Oh
man.
my! You never seen
garbage.
See, you gotta.
Dude, the Proud Family. Come on.
It came on BET.
I just remember the commercials where like the dad would always tell the Penny, the little girl, he would always be like, "Man, you're not dating until you're married," which makes no sense. But yeah. All right. Anyways, my number 2 is was your number 5, Rocket Power. We already explained it earlier of what it is, but definitely an awesome kids show. I remember that guy's brother Lars, the bad guy. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
That guy was just weird. I mean, there's so much good memories from that show, so I really like it.
There's a lot of good. I remember
so many good shows. Another good show I like is Doug, but it's not on my list.
Yeah.
Several other ones.
There's a lot of good shows out there.
All right,
we probably missed some.
Is your number 1 the same as mine? What's yours?
You should go to 92.5. You should tell somebody to go to 92.5. Like, suggest some shows that we didn't talk about. Like that.
Yeah, you guys, if you ever are on the show, you can always go to 92.5 The Bears Facebook, or even better, our YouTube channel, 925 The Bear, KBRE. Just type that in on YouTube. You'll find our channel. We post all of our videos from our shows. You can comment on there. Not a lot of comments so far. We get some views sometimes, but most people listen to the show on air anyways. But if you miss the show, or if you're interested in contacting us, that's a good way.
All right. But our number 1 is SpongeBob SquarePants.
We have the same number 1. I noticed that a lot. We're always separate in our 2 through 5s, always. Yeah. But our number 1
is always unanimous,
Yep. SpongeBob SquarePants, best
idiot.
cartoon.
He's an idiot. Well, SpongeBob's actually smart, but he's still dumb. And then he has his dumb friend.
I think that show was enjoyable. Other than some of the annoying voices in the show, it was so clever and funny for like all ages. It was just a really good show because I watched it into my early teens.
And it's like, I love how all the characters are. They're like, okay, so you have the kid, you have like,
Patrick,
you have the 2
Squidward.
kids, and you have the grown adult. The grown adult is Squidward. He's annoyed by these 2 kids who like live next to him, really, because lives in between them.
Technically, SpongeBob's 42 years old because he won the Employee of the Month like 150 times.
No, but he's not.
Well,
because on his ID, they showed. They say he was born in.
Well, it doesn't matter. He was born in a pineapple under the sea. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
His dad and mom are weird
sponges. And Mr. Krabs,
You know,
cheap
the
guy.
biggest mystery of all time. Okay, if the father was Mr. Krabs, and he had a daughter, Pearl, who was a whale.
He adopted.
Who was his mom?
He adopted.
It didn't say anywhere in the show that he adopted.
Of course.
Okay,
But
well, either
she's
he adopted or, there's some sort of sea creature out there we don't know of. What plus a crab equals a whale?
That's the funny thing about it.
That's the ironic part.
And then you had Plankton,
Plankton,
bad guy,
evil
but he always
Plankton.
fails at everything.
And Larry the lobster, the big buff guy,
You're like, oh yeah, on the beach all the time. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, SpongeBob was a great show. I know all of you have seen it at least once. So
Not even once. Everybody's watched it at least 10 times. At least 10 times.
that's true. Definitely the best cartoon in our opinions. Even though it didn't come out till early 2000s.
Yeah. Well, it came out in 1998. But
1998?
yeah.
Yeah, about there. Okay. Well, that's all we have for our top 5 cartoons. Our top 5 random of the week was cartoons and our best cartoons of all time. And yeah, so I'm Evan.
And I'm Jihad.
You're listening to the Intern Show on 92.5 The